guys, SC Bushcraft Backwoods here, and today is Destruction Day. Well, maybe, kinda. It depends on how bad I want to destroy this thing. Anyway, the thing I'm talking about is the Gerber strongarm. This is a hefty freaking knife. Now, I wish I would have gotten it in a different edge style, you know, like fine edge, but instead I got a serrated, because you got to have at least one partially serrated knife in your inventory, I believe. So what we're going to be doing is basically using this for what it's for. It's a survival knife. It's a fighting knife. It's just a knife that's made to be abused and just keep taking more and more and more. So we're going to be taking a look at the Gerber strongarm. Okay, so here's the strongarm. You can already tell it's coyote brown. You can already see some wear marks on it where I've already used it. That's how I know how strong this knife is. This isn't a knife that I'm doing first impressions on, or even a week after using impressions on. This is a knife I've had for a while now. This is a knife that I've beat on. This is a knife that I'm going to continue to beat on. It's got such a great grip handle. Oh man, it's so great. We got a total of 9.8 inches long. Alright, we got a 4.8 inch blade. I think about an inch of that, inch and a quarter of that is serrated, so it's not too bad. Still got plenty of fine edge right here. It's made from I think it's a little over an eighth or an 1/8 inch thick. I'm not positive. I'll put all the correct information in words down below, or not down below, but in this video as you're watching. It's made from 420 high carbon steel, and yes, it's made in the USA. Well, not too bad, right? Maybe if I wouldn't miss the wood. Not too bad. That back there. Yeah, I see him too. Anyway, that chopping was pretty painful. So, it's not meant for chopping anyway. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. Industrial sized zip ties. You know, the big, thick, big bad boys, right? Never know when you need to cut yourself out of some zip ties, right? That's where that partially serrated blade comes into play. And I think you can cut through some plastic. Not a problem at all. And it's doubled up, by the way. Gets a little tough, but that serration, that makes such a big difference. That's the perfect stick right there. Golly. Time to test the pommel. Throwing it at the tree, it was doing some damage to the tree. 2x6, I'm sorry. Nothing personal, buddy. Does kind of hurt your hand a little bit. Grip's not exactly the greatest for doing something like that, but your knife doesn't go anywhere. I can tell you that right now. Let's take a look at those So they go in the depth of the pommel itself, of course. You know. What about we stab this metal thing right here? You never know if you need to cut open some metal, so look at that. I'll move it over for you. We'll go in straight from the side. Right here. See what this tip can hold up to. It's not puncturing through it, but hey man, this is a helium tank, so it's pretty heavy duty if you ask me. One more go at it right here. Alright. Tip is still pretty good. Strong, no dents, no dings. Man, this 420 is some great stuff on this strong arm. Puncture marks. Not super deep, but hey, for a helium tank, it's not bad. There's some more from it too, from the first time whacking at it. Pretty good if you ask me. Digging a hole. Let's dig a hole with this guy. Never know what you need a hole for. Cuts in the dirt good. Why wouldn't a knife cut in the dirt, right? There's one of them things called a Dakota fire pit, something like that. If I'm wrong, you know I'll put it on the screen. Let's take a look at it. Right. About 4 inches deep. Digging doesn't do too bad. I mean, of course, it's not a shovel, so what all would you really expect it to do? Guess that's what I can say. But you need to use this knife to dig. By all means, do it. It's what it's good at, being destructive. And now, for the moment that everybody's been waiting for, it's time to make a fire. Split that beast right in half. Man, I wonder if this gumball tree will split in half with this thing. Oh yeah. This is purely a knife to survive with. It's not too hard to control to get past those serrations either. Ah, that sounded like a big gong. Yeah. It said bong. Alright, that's enough. That's too loud. Yeah, it's too loud. How does it work with serrations? Yeah. I ain't gonna get a whole lot done with them serrations like that. Now, I haven't touched up the edge at all, and all this stuff I've been doing with it. There's no edge touching up at all, so still doing pretty freaking good to give me what I need with some of this wood over here. Maybe if I hold it the correct way. That spine does an awesome job. Let's see if I can get this thing to light up without that fat wood. Didn't even have to use the fat wood on that one. Alright, perfect. Just gotta sum this knife up and say this is an awesome knife. I have no doubt in my mind if I had to, I could survive with this knife. I'm getting the fine edge. Made up my mind. I might even get the new gray one. They got more of a, I guess they call it more of an urban carry look to it, but this is perfect. Man, this knife is just awesome. It's the Gerber strongarm. Made in America. It's a beast of a knife and it's ready to take on any challenge you give it.